G'day guys, Aussie FIFA HD, and welcome back to yet another FIFA 21 tutorial on the channel. Today we have a special episode, and it's basically how to hold up the ball in FIFA 21. It's very important because you need to wait for those runners to make their run and get in behind, and this skill move in particular, the half dragback, is very good at that. So without further ado, let's get into the intro, and then I'm going to teach you guys how, where and when to perform the half dragback and to hold up the ball in FIFA 21.
Griezmann, three men around him to somehow find some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the dragback.
He's made himself the tiniest bit of space.
Almost feels like a bit of a taunt. Didn't really go for him. Oh! It's a display there. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest.
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
Moving into how you hold up the ball or perform the half dragback in FIFA 21. Basically, lads, you're performing a dragback, but half of it, it's in the name. Basically, you're holding down R1 and L1. You're then pressing backwards to where the player is facing, but you're not completing the dragback. You're just slightly pressing backwards and then dropping the left analog stick, and the player will basically do a half dragback into their possession without pushing the ball out far from them, okay? So they're keeping it into them, they're going back, and you're able to use this to hold the ball up, okay? But I'll leave that for the next segment. But yeah, basically I'll go through it again. You're holding R1, L1, you're then using the left analog stick to drag half back, but you're not completing it, okay? You're dropping the left analog stick as soon as you perform it. And yeah, lads, basically what will happen is the player will do a half, let's just say half-assed dragback, and yeah, he will hold up the ball. But let's get into the next segment of where you should use this. Moving into where you should use the half dragback in FIFA 21. Lads, it's a skill move or a trick that you guys can use pretty much anywhere. In the box, just outside the box, even around the halfway line. The reason why is because you can use it to hold it up in many different areas of the pitch, out on the wing even, okay? It's not like other skill moves where I say you can use it only in this situation, or in this section of the pitch. No. This is a skill move or a trick that you guys can use anywhere on the pitch. But the most important segment here is when to use the half dragback. Moving into when you are meant to use the half dragback and hold up the ball in FIFA 21. The best time is basically when you guys have done a 1-2, or obviously when you hold L1 and you pass it, the player will make a run, okay? That's when you should use it, because basically, let's say you're passing it into your striker. You've got the winger, you're passing it into your striker. I've passed it into him. You then can perform this to wait for the winger to make the run, and then as soon as they're about just on the, on the edge of the defensive line, that's when you should use this. Wait for the defender to make the attacker to make the run, and then thread them through with a through ball. And I find, lads, this is the best time to use it. You can also use it in the bots to try and obviously draw the defender out if you wanted to. Okay, this is also the best time to do it, and wait for other players to make runs in behind. You can do it then as well. But that's basically when you should use it, how, where, and when. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Smash a like, drop a sub, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Be sure to implement this skill move, lads. It's very, very good. I use it quite often in terms of holding up the ball. And yeah, I believe it was brought to us by Tas. Tas was the one who really used to use this back in the day in FIFA 18, 19. And I've used it ever since, and it's definitely a very good trick to implement into your game. But as always, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara. Au revoir and goodbye.